Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of No Man's Sky. As always, I'm Captain Beefy here with the Game Vault today, and we have a portal on our third and newest character. We found a portal. So naturally, we're going to build a portal base here because every character should have a portal base. It allows you to use stuff like the No Man's Sky coordinate exchange, which you can find, I think it's on Reddit if I'm not mistaken, which will allow you to seek out specific ships that people have found and shared there. Multi-tools, cool creatures, whatever. I've shared stuff in videos that I've shown you the addresses of where to find these things, whether they be creatures or specific squid ships and so forth. So, you know, these things are great to have. You can always just slap down a basic base computer and be done with it, which we're going to start with right now, at least just to lock this in. Now, this was originally going to be a video that showed you a variety of living ships that are available, you know, just by going around trying to hatch my egg that I've worked on for days, and something glitched out, and oh, I don't even want to talk about it. It's so aggravating. I lost the mission, unless it's back in here now, but I lost the mission. The ship that I found turned into some piece of crap explorer ship that was broken. I tried reloading the game, I tried leaving the system and coming back, all kinds of stuff. None of it worked, so that's a big fail on my part. We'll save up enough Quicksilver to buy another egg and do that video at a later date, but for now we will go ahead and build a cool portal base. So one thing I really like about this game is the fact that you can integrate existing structures with your when you build. You can just add parts to it. So we never registered this base. Go ahead and do that real quick. Yeah, we're claiming the site. Okay. Good deal. Let's bring in our freighter, since it's got a lot of building materials on it and so forth. So, yeah, you can build off to the side of this thing. You can build around it, over it, on top of it. One of my characters, there's a cool cave nearby that I built inside of and just put a little spot that comes out to it. But this time, I want to build something that integrates this existing building with it. So let's go with alloyed structures. Let's give it a nice dark red and gray, since this is a dark building to start with. And the first thing you want to do is try to set up the straightest possible first piece. And I think we need to move a little bit away from that, because I want that in the ground. Go on, shut. Okay. So we're going to start with that. We're going to go into build mode. We're going to go into the wire mode. And, when I get close to it... Go on. Okay. So even in build mode, that triggers that. Really, what happened there? I don't think that... What the... Yeah, that's not what I meant to do. Alright, let's try that again. Jeez. Alright, let's pick that up. Go into build mode. If we can't build off of that piece properly, And we'll build off another one. It's kind of hard to tell if it's straight or not. I don't think that's straight at all. A little bit on one side, a little bit on the other. Overall, it's not horrible. But the true test is when you build a little bit of a distance, right? Then you really see how cockeyed it gets. The larger your building is. Yeah, look at that. It's at an angle, which is actually kind of interesting. Inadvertent angle there is very interesting, but I don't think we're going to keep it, to be honest with you. I don't like it. Wonder how well it matches up with the stairs. Let's see how that looks. We're just building everything all cockeyed right now. I don't really care. Fascinating. So it's almost to the edge of the second brick on that side. I'll tell you what, despite the weird angle, it's a pretty good setup there. In fact, we can pretty much eliminate the entire, or at least most of the staircase, just by doing that. Go out a little bit more. And yeah, look at that. That puppy's just completely hidden, but still accessible. And on this end, you could do just a kind of integrates it right into here. Huh. Now if we add some walls to it, will require quite a few of them. But yeah, inadvertently we set up a pretty cool basis for this base. Completely unintentional. Yeah, completely unintentional. But still kind of badass. Huh. I'll be darned. Alright, so we're going to fool about with this for a little bit and decide what we're going to do. We're going to go kind of, I not too crazy with it. We don't have any nearby electricity. We do have some kind of... I got a B-class mineral nearby. That might be worth mining, depending on what it is. Because I'll tell you what, one thing about the system, and I didn't mention this before, is this system, remember a couple of videos back when I looked for the perfect system? Well, this one's even better than the perfect system. This is the perfecter system. Because here we are, we're on a planet that has paraffinium. It also has magnetized ferrite and copper as well. It's also going to have oxygen, obviously. But the main thing is it doesn't have that sentinel activity the other one did, the aggressive sentinels. Then we got this planet here, dioxide, and it's got sodium. High sentinel activity, again, not aggressive. That's cool. We can get ammonia and cobalt, pyrite and salt, which is great. Here we have salt and paraffinium on this murky planet. And then selenium, but phosphorus, that's the main thing, and copper. So we're going to be able to get all the gases and all the stuff we need to build all of those basic bases I showed you on that other planet for mining all of these different items so that we can use this character to mass produce stasis devices, which is the big money maker, and it's a big friend maker too. You run around the anomaly giving those out and everyone's going to love you, you know. So we're going to get to work on this for a little bit and figure out how we're going to go about making this, what we're going to do with it, and we'll cut back in a couple times during the build to show you the ideas as they unfold. Alright, well, we are pretty much done with the initial construction here. I kept it fairly simple and wanted it to look kind of organic. It's right over this way, over here. Well, over here. Still haven't mastered pointing yet. So this is what we did here. I kept the actual monolith inside the building and outside of the building. The building does seal off to the elements. I just survived a storm in it without any damage. You know, there was no heat damage or anything like that. And this is pretty simple overall. The initial construction, a lot of windows in it, had to burn up a lot of silicone dust to make all these windows. But we'll just take a good look at the outside here and how we integrated everything into it. Front end's like this. Here's the back end over here. Wanted it a little taller in the back end. It's a little reminiscent of the big frigate we did. All my power's up top there, as you can see. I got 8 little solar things and 8 batteries, 4 on each side. And head in the back door here, number 16. Woohoo! Or is it 91? No, it's not. If you come in the back here, you're greeted with the big Atlas statue, and this big kind of empty room here. And again, this is coming out. I was just refining glass in there. I wanted it simple, so interior-wise, it's got some decor in it. Give it a little bit of light, make it look a little mysterious. Put in one of those little robots here to assist with the traveling. Some lighting on the side there, some red lighting, blue lighting. And this is what was kind of cool. I decided to put the old base terminus in here. Because why not, right? It's pretty neat looking. It looks like it's constantly fired up for the most part. Let's go ahead and fire it up real quick just to see. We'll just do some kind of random. Alright, did some random thing there. Let's see if it works, because I haven't tried it out yet. But now our little teleporting portal has become an actual portal. Okay. So it does work. That's definitely something I wanted to check out and see, because if that didn't work, that would have sucked. You didn't have to resize it or anything. It fit in there perfectly. The floors run all the way through. You saw in the first part of the video how we had that accidental angle. I just worked with it. I was like, you know what, why not? Leave it at that. Never had a building cockeyed like that before, and I thought it might be kind of fun to finish it off. So that's that. Ooh, first contact in this system.
Radiation protection falling.
And it's another extreme planet. How awesome is that? Can I not go back? I can't go back.
Warning. Incoming storm.
Well, at least we have the, we'll go back up to the ship. So, we've got our first portal base for this character, and probably the only one. I might go in and do a little more decorative stuff in there eventually, I'm not sure. Those aren't bases you hang out at very much. I just go in there whenever I need to travel somewhere, so that's not a big deal. You know, so we kind of leave it as is. I'm not going to build a bunch of stuff in there for refining and all that. Like I said, the only time I'll be going there is when I need to go somewhere, so that's that. Thanks for joining me, everyone. As always, I'm Captain Beefy with the Game Vault. And if you enjoyed this video at all, if you got any ideas for portal bases, let me know down below, and I'd be glad to hear about it. Leave a comment in the video, a like, and share us on social media. I appreciate it very much, and I will see you next time.